Hello, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net. We are going to get started in 1 second, sharing the good old screen, and we are about to go live on YouTube. There we are. Hello, YouTube. All right, so today we're going to talk about our usual. First off, let's talk about Sunday night, May 2nd, 2030, 11:35 p.m. my time. And what we're going to talk first, let me tell you, we are not going to talk about the digital assets because YouTube don't like it. Speaking of YouTube, they sent me an apology a few days ago and said that they screwed up. My numbers were screwed up. My views were screwed up. But I'm still don't trust them. And I'm not going to play into what they're trying to do. I don't trust them, but here I am. Anyways, here we are on Yahoo. You can see here the futures are looking pretty good with all the U.S. Averages up, including the Russell. Oil's down, gold is up. Euro USD, we'll look at that in a minute. Also, silver's doing okay. 10-year bond, VIX is very low. Pound against the USD is up. Pound against or USD against the yen is up. Bitcoin's up a little bit. Altcoins are up for crypto for this. The FTSE and whatnot up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next up, what was on my agenda? Does it matter? No. Let's get through everything here. There's not anything really different on the motor wave here. I'm just going to whiz through this because it's just generally everything's declining. Like the overall fiat world is definitely declining. We've already talked about, if I give you a weekly view on gold in Swiss franc, gold was working up until a point, September 30th here, 2018, and it did peak. And why is it going back down? Is that got something to do with the US dollar? Don't know. Same thing with silver in Australia, yen. Yeah, okay. Now this is very interesting though. Here we have another long, very flat for China 50, but it's up there. So maybe something's going on with China, we don't know. But a good gauge is this one, Euro against Norway. You can see it's a nice long. It has performed a little bit here. It really depends upon the U.S. markets, but they're looking good. So expect this to drop back. Euro, U.S., Singapore, but this is the one we want to watch. Okay, so you can see here since April, end of March really, till here, pull back and whatnot. Things started to decline here as of peaking here April 28th, going into decline. I think this is going to start to move back up because of what's going on in the US markets. The futures have said it's up. So definitely. We have here a long on the Japanese 225. But you see here, we're not getting a lot of top picks for the US market indices. So that tells you it's not so strong. So there's probably better places to be and to get better performance. Here's the USD Inr. You can see here, it was starting to move up. It's been in solid decline since April 20th. Obviously, that's got to do with what I call the global sickness. Big numbers today alone. Here's another one we're going to watch is the 5-year Treasury bond. You know, with those printing machines going on in the States, they keep going. We got a short here. It's mixed right now, but the more we get of these shorts on bonds, expect everything to start to drop again and panic set in for anything US related, be it the US dollar or the market averages for the US. So that could happen, but the debt doesn't help. One that I've noticed is doing quite well or may do subpar is US Mexico peso. So that's another one. Here's another safe haven. Here is the US, Sweden, anything USD in whatever Scandinavia, it seems to do okay when things start to go into panic mode. Here we're looking at oil. I think these weekly views really help. You can see it's just been on a real tear rally from $13 here, and these are CFDs all the way up to $70. That's a big run, very big run, and that's last year May. Yeah, so about a year. And that's a big run for oil. WTI as well. Natural gas. Look at that, and it's not seasonal. Natural gas should be declining because of warm weather, but I do believe it's just supply that's got this rally going on. Not only that, but there is a commodity bull run that started. I'm going to show you some other commodities that have started to take off, and it's just to do with the global sickness, medical fixes. That seems to be part of that. Hong Kong, I thought it had a fate end, but look how choppy it is in these big declines. So forget what's going on in Asia right now. As I said, we got here a flat market in China, top 50. New Zealand's nothing to brag about. XPT, which is platinum, really nothing. But again, we have one day. So it's been a nice rally comparative to gold. Gold has been declining, as I showed earlier. Australia USD, again, this is very important to understand. You're not seeing a lot of currencies to be held in USD, just due to the fact that there is the debt levels. I think the credibility of the US is at stake here. They're at the lowest participation rate of US dollars being held. So this is going on. And Australia, New Zealand's clearly kind of weakening here. Here's one to look out for is the US 30. You can see we've had the growth here since March 7th, gone flat in and around here, April 18th, and really gone nowhere. I think the market's topped out. When the talk of the wealth tax, talk of more adding debt as if it's, comes out of people's yin-yangs, that's okay. But there is a price to be punishment here, and that will be in the stock market of the US. Brent crude, but I've already shown that here in the daily. It's just looking pretty good there. So yeah, Brent crude's looking pretty good. But there are better commodities. France 40, another short here. They're saying the Canadian dollar is strengthening. I don't consider that strengthening in my mind. Let me just see here, daily right here. Yeah, it's in a decline. That's not strengthening. And really, with oil moving up, this pair, USD Canadian, should be moving up as well. But I think it's just due to the Canadian story is just not good as well. That's what happens when you vote for a leader that wears skirts. Again, another call for USD Mexico. That's why I'm more convinced, because I see more of those. Gold is going nowhere. I think I've heard BlackRock was saying that gold is dead, or I heard that on the Kaiser report. When I look at these charts, I would think so. I mean, look, it's peak August 2020, and boom, just goes down. It's just not worth holding on to. A 1% stake or something, but crypto is better. Yeah, I'm gonna stop looking at gold. Silver is not much better. But again, if USD was so strong, why are you not seeing USD here to be hold like gold or silver to be held in US dollar? That's what convinces you that USD has definitely got its credibility going on. This is the important one I've talked about last week. The gold silver ratio is very important. You can see it started to move up in terms of what is a really reliable indicator. You can see here we got more longs. The more you see these, this is the only one I saw. and they're starting along. That's to show you people are shifting out of certain assets and moving more into gold and silver. We're not seeing that, but the gold silver can be pretty reliable. It's been in decline, as you can see here. So if it starts to turn around, I think this is just a temporary blip. More silver, just mixed all over the place, all over the map. But again, you can see here, we got CHF, Australia, euro, lots of euro, pound, yen, but no US dollar. Okay, so that's how you that's where you got to question the credibility again of the US dollar. So I could go on and on and on about this gold silver nonsense. Australia flat as usual. I mean, now we're in the very good score here. France, another short. Not a lot of market indices. Hong Kong, I would have thought was doing well. Look at that poor performance there. Not looking good. India was spiking last week, and look what's happening now. This news is getting really bad for them. Netherlands, another big short. Look at this. Russell will have a long. That's because it's microcaps. So the microcaps will do okay. So we got 1, 2. Oh, sorry. So it's a long and a short there. So it's mixed. So we don't really worry about that. 30-year bond for the US, another short there. Another short, another short. So it's 3 out of 3 shorts. So that could be temporary. If you see more of those, then yeah, the US is underperforming. And I think if they go through these added stimulus packages and these $1 trillion packages, it's good night, Charlie. Clearly, China's not doing that well. This has definitely got to do with the global sickness, without a doubt. This Poland, Saudi Arabia, Thai baht, more shorts there. So that should convince you that Asia is not what you think it will be, unfortunately. So now we get more into the US bonds here. We got 2 of those. Let's see here. Mixed story, but it's these shorts that for a while it was longing, and I thought, oh, that's good. Over the 2-year, yeah, I'm not there worried, but I'm not confident with these. So we got a long there in the 5-year, short there, long there in the 10-year, and a short. So it's not all long, it's half and half. But that's why you have to revert over to the gold silver ratio. See, again, we have a long here supposedly for the USD Canada, but that should be longing, like performance. And you know that by just looking at here, WTI 1-day chart. That's pretty good. That should be same with the Canadian dollar. We're not seeing it. Brent crude, more longs. So oils unicorn. Believe me, it's not the unicorn. I'll show you why in a minute. I purposely put that at the end. Some other cryptos here. This is Fiat, dude. Like, Fiat's going nowhere. We know about the other competitor in future of money, and it's not real. It's virtual, digital. You know what I'm talking about. So again, very mixed story. This is not something that would make me go out and put money in. Okay, so let's talk about where you could go. All right, so we've talked about the 10-year declining, 30-year declining, and these are day charts. What else we got here? But anyways, that's the US debt, okay? That's the credibility of the US dollar, Where to go? First place is copper. Look at copper. This is since June of last year. It's just a nice steady rise up. And there's been not too bad pullbacks there. This is going to be the commodity to be in. Long hold for sure. I mean, look at the price, 250. Now it's up at almost doubling in since last year. So as a commodity, that's quite strong, and that's inflation kicking in, and we'll sooner or later be paying for that. Another one to watch is this one that I've discovered is sugar. Okay, it's the same rally except here on this pullback, but it's fully recovered now. So again, we're looking at May 2020, 10 cents. Now it's up to, again, almost doubling at 17 cents. So this is a really good two commodities to hold. And these will continue to move up. It's because of inflation, and definitely it's something worth holding. And let me remind you, this is the daily chart of gold. Going nowhere, flat, range bound. Put your money in there. That's where your money's not doing anything. There's no growth. Sorry, that's silver, and everyone talks about silver and gold. And look at silver. Silver's in a steady decline, peaked from June till August, and then boom. Okay, this should be moving up. If you see the US dollar moving down, that should be moving up. If I showed you, let's say Euro USD, okay. See, look at this. Again, this is typical. It's flat. But why would you hold those? Like when you look at sugar, you would close to doubling your money since last year. And same with copper. Now, in terms of food costs, you could look at things like corn. See how corn's doing. I haven't looked at this in a while. See, look at corn's now on the rise since August last year, and it's really steepening. So that's another good one to have. How's soybean doing? So soybean, same thing. So this is what you want to hold, okay? Outside of our competitor to the Fiat, this is what we need. We need to eat, we need to refine sugar, and we need to oil, pretty well everything we use for base production, and a lot of things. Thanks for likes. No comments or questions. I'm gonna leave it at that. If you want to continue the story, pretty simple stuff. They find my links here. If you got any questions, let me know. I would talk about my bots and what I'm doing there, but I'm not going to do that because good old YouTube says I can't, because it's the freest system in the world. But if you want to know more, just go to quantlabs.net. I'm getting more private now. So if you want, just go over to my shop here, quantlabs.net/blog, and then you just look for the shop and then private chat. That's where you'll be able to reach me at. I purposely don't respond to people on social media anymore. I just want stuff for free, so forget I'm not a charity. But we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. No questions coming in. And that's all I'll be talking about here on good old YouTube, outside of technology stuff. Over and out. Have a good day.